Hello, and welcome to a new season of SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Lane.
And I'm Annalise. Our top story for September and October. A new school year begins.
It's been a super school year so far, hasn't it? Take a look at where it all started on day 1.
We had our open house this month. What a great turnout. Take a look.
Fifth graders had the opportunity to try out new musical instruments. Here are some of the highlights.
Another school year means another year of yoga. Breathe deep, relax, and watch.
Bus safety is very important, so this month we practice safe bus evacuation. Take a look.
Of course, many more awesome things happen this month. Here's a quick recap.
That's all for this month. Up next, a special surprise.
We'll see you in November. Until then, we hope your news is good news. Have you ever wondered what your teachers looked like when they were students? Every month following SNN, we will show you a few school photos, and your job is to try and guess who it is. If you think you know who it is, email your guess to Mr. Dyer or submit your guess in the library. Next month, we will reveal the mystery students in the photos and which Sageville students were the first to guess correctly. Ready? Here we go! See you next month with the answers.
Hello, welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Maggie. Our top story for this month, grade 5 goes to 4 mounds.
5th graders challenge themselves with high and low ropes courses. Check out some highlights.
Wait. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
You
She
just
said
said
she
you're
was
going
gonna
to
launch herself into the middle.
launch yourself to the middle. I want to see this.
No! Yes!
You pretty excited? Okay. Little spin there.
Some 4th and 5th graders attended the Keystone STEAM Day.
STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics.
Columbus Day was celebrated at Sageville by the 1st graders, as both classes performed a play and readers' theater about Christopher Columbus.
Columbus sailed west. Long ago, people sailed east from Europe to get to India and China. Christopher Columbus thought he knew a better way. He wanted to sail west. This could bring your country riches. This could bring your country fame. Everybody wishes that they were as brave as Spain.
All right, Columbus will pay for your trip.
You may start loading your ships. They were really in the land we now call America. The sailors met the Native Americans that lived there. Because they thought they were in the East Indies, they called them Indians.
Christopher Columbus. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
There were many other great things this month. Here are just a few of them.
That's all for this month. Up next, when staff or students. Let's see you guess those photos correctly.
We'll see you in December. Until then, we hope your news is good news.
Have you ever wondered what your teachers looked like when they were students? Every month following SNN, we will show you a few school photos, and your job is to try and guess who it is. If you think you know who it is, email your guess to Mr. Dyer or submit your guess in the library. Next month, we will reveal the mystery students in the photos and which Sageville students were the first to guess correctly. Ready? Here we go! See you next month with the answers.
Hello and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Colin.
And I'm Kelsey. Our top story for December, kindergarten plants a tree.
It's a yearly tradition at Sageville, and this month it happens once again. Check it out.
Sageville raised enough money for Special Olympics this month. As a result, we got to shave a sheriff. 2 of them, actually.
Here are the hair-raising highlights.
Have you seen our brand new class photos? They're pretty unique.
Every year, the classroom teachers come up with some fantastic and creative ideas for their class photos. Here they are. Starting this month, SNM will be doing a new segment called Student Spotlight. This month, we talked to Gavin in grade 4, who is an amazing designer.
Tell us a little bit about your design work that you've been doing.
I draw the dress. My mom sews it together. I started to get better at the eyes, wings, but then I got to 80s. My mom showed me 80s movies, and then I got into making one sleeve, one knot.
Where do you think you get your talent from to do this?
My mom, she does crafts. She did a wreath. She makes my costumes. I think I get it from her.
Do you think this is a talent and a skill that you could use as you get older?
Yes. My mom, she's going to teach me how to sew, so any day I want to make a dress and she can buy me new fabric. When I grow up, I hope I'll be a dress designer. And my mom, she said, maybe you can make a plan and I'm going to make my own place to sell dresses. So at home, I draw the little design of the place I would work at and what it would be like inside.
So what are some skills that you need in order to be a designer?
Well, you will need patience. Sometimes I try to make something, but something different comes out of it.
That's the creative process, isn't
Yeah.
it?
You try to make one thing and something else comes.
Lots of other great things happened this month at school. Here are a few of them.
That's all for this month. We'll see you in January of 2019.
The Sageville Choir is on the radio this month. And as we end the show, let's listen to their festive tune.
Until then, we hope your news is good news.
Masters in this hall, hearing news today, brought from overseas, and ever are you pray. No, 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 well, no one sing me clear. Open our folk on earth, born is God's Son so dear.
See you next month with the answers.
We're back with a special treat.
The fifth graders have been working on a top secret movie project. Well, it's secret no longer.
This year's new Sageville movie is called The Time Capsule. We've been working on it for a few months.
Actually, we've been working on it for 5 years. Here's the brand new trailer. When we were in kindergarten, we buried a time capsule filled with our most precious memories. Now, in 5th grade, we are digging it up to see what mattered to us then and what it means to us now.
I don't even remember what was inside the time capsule. Do any of you?
Now we'll never know. Too much time has passed.
We may have a way.
This isn't just a regular elevator.
It's a time machine.
What are we waiting for? Let's go back to kindergarten.
Yeah!
Now entering the time coordinates for 5 years into the past. Where are we?
Don't you mean when are we?
Oh my gosh, look! We were so, short.
You look very old.
Well, that's just rude.
I think what we're doing is so important. Maybe one of the most important things we'll ever do here.
We would have forgotten so much. But now, we'll remember all of this the rest of our lives.
Everything that's happened from kindergarten to 5th grade, it all comes down to this. But the clock is ticking.
Hello, and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Jensen.
And I'm Mallory. Our top story for this month, grade 4 and 5 music program.
Miss Schultz directed another awesome program in December. Here are some highlights.
Miss Willenberg's 4th graders did a peaceful protest at school. They were studying about protesting in social studies class. Here's what happened.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
at a career cafe. Miss Boovie is organizing these really cool opportunities to learn about careers while you eat lunch.
Students select which speaker they want to listen to, and then get to hear a presentation and ask questions. Sageville would also like to thank all the volunteers who have spoken to students about their careers.
Fifth graders participated in a Wonder Workshop. It is a coding and robotics club that met before school. Check it out.
Speaking of fifth graders, Mr. Mock's class performed a really cool Reader's Theater of The Grinch. Here are some highlights.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss.
Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not.
The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason.
It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right.
Or perhaps his shoes were too tight.
But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was two sizes too small.
And now I will stuff up the tree. And the Grinch grabbed the tree, and he started to shove it when he heard a small sound, like a coo of a dove.
Don't you know that old Grinch is so smart and so slick? He thought up a lot, he thought it up quick.
Why, my sweet little tot, big Sniffler wide. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and I'll bring it back here.
There were many other amazing things that happened at Sageville this month. Here's a look at them with Sageville Seconds.
This month, we spotlight another Sageville student. Fourth grader Nick loves farming, and he's going to tell you all about why it's such an important job.
So how many cows do you milk?
We milk around 300 cows. I feed certain cows certain pens, like where calves are born, I have to feed them pens of cows.
And how do you do that?
Okay, so the front gate will be closed. There's a solid gate up here and it'll close. And then this gate, there's a gate right here. You bring cows in from the back, there's a big holding pen. There's two sides of this.
Are the cows always cooperative?
Not always. We got a gate in the middle of the holding pen. We call it the holding pen that's behind the parlor. And then we'll bring that, if we got kind of a wild one or something, we'll bring that gate around to push her in. So that's the calves when they get about a month old. That is where calves will go for the first couple months of their first month or so. That's one of our more cooler looking calves. It's just that it's got them speckles. That's a picture of the actual freestall barn. That's where our cows that are in lactation are. The parlor. You got cow's point of view of the parlor. That's actually the inside of the mixer. That's actually the inside of it, where the feed is mixed.
Has working on the farm, has that taught you about how important it is to work hard.
Yeah, definitely. I think it teaches a lot of responsibility. It's a tough job because there's no days off. You work all the time. Like there's no weekends. Cows can't wait a whole weekend to get milked. You're always working, it seems like, except when you're sleeping. Unless you're sleeping or you're in town getting something, you're working.
That's all for this month. We will see you in February. Until then, we hope your news is good news.
See you next month with the answers.
Hello and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Christelle.
And I'm Allie. Our top story this month, we had another great music program this month. Here are some highlights.
Students have been using a fun app called Quiver. It makes 2D pictures turn into moving 3D videos. Check it out.
Look at they're flying. Look at they're flying. First year, go through the airplane.
Here are some other cool things that happened this month with Sageville Seconds.
That's all for this month. Up next, when staff were students.
We'll see you in March. Until then, we hope your news
Is good news.
see you next month with the answers.
In honor of Dr. Seuss's birthday, this month we dug back into Sageville history to find a special presentation.
Sit back and relax while Mrs. Beale meets the wild things. On Friday, March 2nd, the calendar bade Mrs. Beale to go in to teach the first grade. She walked into her room and up to her desk and started to plan for her nice first grade guests. She was thinking and typing when she was surprised to see Mr. Craig with a box twice the size of anything he'd ever brought in before. He rolled in the box and walked right out the door. Now Mrs. Beale couldn't guess what was brought in, but a box of that size, well, there never had been. And as she walked toward it, she heard scratches and knocks. But curiosity made her open the box.
Out sprang a Fing with blue hair. He immediately jumped up on a green chair, grabbed Mrs. Beale's hair and swung on her bun, and that's the way that Mrs. Beale met Fing 1.
Mrs. Beale was quite shocked. She shook her head fast. Thing 1 fell to the floor, then quickly rolled past Mrs. Beale's feet, but she hadn't a clue. Thing 1 rolled back to the box and let out Thing 2. Thing 1 and Thing 2 dodged out to the side. Mrs. Beale darted after. "I must catch them," she cried. "These things are so wild. They're much quicker than me." Then, much to her horror, out popped Thing 3. Things 1, 2, and 3 ran through the classroom, followed by the sounds of crash, bam, and boom. As the furniture flew, Miss Beale shut the door. But when she turned around, there was Thing 4. Thing 4 joined the others in zipping about. Mrs. Beale covered her head and let out a shout. "Oh my goodness, my land, my gracious, my heavens." Then out of the box came Thing 5, 6, and 7. The things climbed on chairs, they were jumping on tables. Miss Beale wasn't sure she would ever be able to catch all 7 things before it was too late. The box opened once more and out popped Thing 8. Thing 8 was now followed by Things 9 and 10. Just as Miss Beale feared, the box opened again. Thing 11, Thing 12, Things 13 and 14, the box shook, and Mrs. Beale let out one more scream, because her classroom was wrecked. Every crayon was broke. The 14 things were using pencils to poke each other, Mrs. Beale, and everything in between. And Thing 15, Thing 16, and Thing 17. And now these things uprooted the green science plants. They emptied the bookshelves with never a glance at the books they tossed or the puppets they threw. Now Mrs. Beale knew just what she had to do. She fled to her phone, her fingers shook as she dialed. She spoke to somebody as the things got more wild. Mrs. Beale pushed and shoved her way to the door. She knew the things didn't know what was in store. As they pushed the computers and unplugged them all, Mrs. Beale heard some footsteps out in the hall. The door opened wide and closed with a smack, and there in the doorway stood an upset Miss Mac. "What are you doing?" Miss Mac calmly said. Everything froze directly and turned his blue head to listen to orders, no matter the cost, because even wild things must obey a wise boss. "Clean up this mess. I'm simply quite shocked, and after it's sparkling, get back in your box." So the things picked up, rebuilt, and cleaned until Miss Beale's classroom was the best ever seen. Then back in the box filed the things on tired legs, said Miss Mac. "Now be sure to call Mr. Craig." Mr. Craig came back and made the box stable on his dolly to take it. Then he checked the label. "Why did you bring that box here?" Mrs. Beale questioned. "What was your reason? Who gave you direction?" Mr. Craig smiled. "I know just how you felt. This box was intended for Mrs. Farmelt. I'll take it there now. She's wondering where her big order is and why it's not there." Mrs. Beale watched him leave and So now that I'm done, I hope Mrs. Fromelt is ready for 17 things and some fun.
Hello and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Cassidy.
And I'm Nathan. Our top story for this month is 2x2.
Second graders have been learning lots in their 2x2 classes. Check out the day they received their stuffed animals. So cute.
Push down and then hop out.
My other cat's gonna get along. It's kind of like the same color. It's Fancy Pants.
Fancy Pants. Yours is called Chocolate Chip.
It's a couple.
Can I see yours?
I got a girl.
Aw, look at that guy. Abby, let me see.
This doesn't make sense.
Sophia, Jason, can I see yours? Can I see yours, Owen? Oh my goodness, that's Bernie. Austin, can I see yours? Aw.
When you toss paper into the recycling bin, what happens to it?
The recycling fairy comes and takes it away?
Not exactly. We have a team of dedicated 5th graders who help out.
So why are we recycling? What's this all about?
To save the earth.
To save the earth. What kinds of things do you recycle? What sorts of things do you recycle?
Paper, cardboard, water bottles.
And so look, I get it. So you're kind of like the invisible helpers because you do this during recess. You give up recess time to save the world one piece of paper at a time. And so you just volunteered to do this.
Yeah.
All right. You do this every day?
No, every week. Once every week.
Once a week. Okay. And so what do you notice as you go room to room? What are the most common things that you have to take to the recycling bin?
Paper, like colored paper.
What would you say to other students about why recycling is important?
It helps save the earth because when we're recycling, we're not giving it to the dump or the landfill, which it takes years to decay. So this it can change into other things.
Lots of other great things happened this month. Here are some highlights.
For today's Student Spotlight, we have Hayden from 5th grade, and Hayden is an author. He has written and drawn a brand new book, and it's called Super Stick Man, and it's available to look at right now in the Sageville Library.
I didn't know what to do, so I thought of the easiest stuff. I draw stick people, and I thought of my favorite thing, superheroes. I have them together to make Super Stick Man.
What do you like best about making books?
When I see people reading my books, I'm it makes my heart really inside, and it makes me really happy. It took me an hour for this. It looks pretty easy, but when you start doing it, it gets pretty hard.
So do you have lots of ideas?
Yeah. First, I have to write down all the things I want, but if there's some stuff that I don't want, I cross it off, and all the stuff I do want, I put it in the story.
Do you think this is something you want to do more of?
I'm thinking about making another one. I'm getting inspired from these people from reading this comic. They don't want to read one comic, so I thought I'm gonna make another one.
That's all for this month. Up next, when staff were students.
We'll see you in May. Until then, we hope your news
Is good news.
See you next month with the answers.
On May 23rd, we will premiere our new movie, The Time Capsule.
But before that, check out the brand new trailer.
When we were in kindergarten, we buried a time capsule filled with our most precious memories.
I don't even remember what was inside the time capsule. Do any of you?
Now we'll never know. Too much time has passed.
You know how we've been staying in for recess all year?
What is it?
It's a time machine!
We use the elevator to travel back to kindergarten.
And then we'll remember what we put in the time capsule.
Time travel is very dangerous.
We'll be trapped in the past and never able to return.
What could possibly go wrong?
There we are.
Aw, we were so cute.
I still am. Thank you very much.
I love kindergarten. I love it, I love it, I love it.
Now I understand why my teacher had gray hair.
I think what we're doing is so important. Maybe one of the most important things we'll ever do here.
This is the best applesauce I've ever had. We would have forgotten so much, but now we'll remember all of this the rest of our lives.
Hey, Shorty, bet you can't hit me.
Oh! Oh no, what have we done? We've been through a lot together.
Memories travel through time.
Hello, and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Colton.
And I'm Elizabeth. Our top story for this month, yoga!
We had an all-school yoga session to finish up the year. Breathe deep and watch. Third graders did a great job on their hero reports. Here are some highlights.
Hi, my name is Jackie Robinson. I was born on January 31st, 1919 in Cairo, Georgia.
Hi, my name is Henry Ford. I was born on July 30th, 1863 in Dearborn, Michigan. My mom's name is Mary. My dad's name is William. I have 4 siblings. You may know me because I invented the Model T. Some of my accomplishments are I made the Model T and the assembly line.
My name is Albert Einstein. I was born on March 14, 1879 in Ulm, Germany. You may know me from my equation E equals mc squared, where E stands for energy and m stands for mass, and c stands for the speed of light.
My name is Eleanor Choa. I was born on May 10, 1958 in Los Angeles, California. You may know me because I was the first Hispanic woman to fly into space.
Hi, my name is Rosa Parks. I was born on February 4th, 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama. I refuse to give up my seat. Now African Americans can sit anywhere they want on a bus.
Hi, my name is Eleanor Roosevelt. One of my famous quotes is, "Do things you cannot do."
Hi, my name is Sacagawea. I was born in 1786, Western Rocky Mountains in Idaho. You may know me because I traveled across many states with Lewis, Clark, my husband, and a baby on my back.
Hi, my name is George Washington. I was born on February 22nd, 1732 in Westmoreland, Virginia, USA. One of my most famous quotes is, "It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one."
Wasn't the assembly with the Fly Dance Company awesome?
Yeah, it makes me want to dance right now.
Maybe wait until after the show. Instead, let's just watch this clip.
The next Sageville movie, The Time Capsule, premieres May 23rd and May 24th. SNN went behind the scenes to watch the movie being made.
we're special, I guess, that we get to do this. Like, not everybody gets to be in a movie. I mean,
when they're
even
in 5th grade.
Action.
Oh no, it's not working. We need to get. Oh, dang it.
It's not opening. Action.
No, don't worry about us. We're just watching.
Oh, I remember now. It's our top 10 kinder. Oh, I remember.
Start again.
It's okay. It's okay, Matt.
This is so embarrassing.
Good. One more time. Is it? Wait, whoa, it's stuck. The hat is stuck. We need to do a hat-ectomy. Dr. Allison. Paging Dr. Allison.
Is it going to go on bloopers?
It's gonna, I'm gonna remember it for sure because it started when we were in kindergarten and now it came all the way to 5th grade. And it's kind of the whole time we've been here, we've been working on it. So it's not like all the other movies in the past where it was just 5th grade. It's something I'm gonna remember.
So many other awesome things happened this month. Check them out with Sageville Seconds.
Zoe's with us because she likes to tell jokes. Zoe, tell us how you got started telling jokes.
To make people feel better about themselves. They just love hearing my jokes, and I love telling them. Why is Santa so good at karate?
I don't know why.
Because he has a black belt. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Catch up.
Catch up who?
Catch up and you'll see. When is a car not a car?
I don't know.
When it turns into a parking lot. Hey, Sageville. Knock, knock. Lettuce. Let us in and you'll see.
S&M will be back next fall. Until then, we hope your news is good news.
There were some other photos submitted. Let's see if you can figure out who they are right now.